Yes, I'm going to try this without the glasses, but close to hand. If my eyes all of a sudden start doing really bizarre things, well, we go back full time to the glasses. I've got drops in my eyes, so they'll feel good for about an hour. Sorry about the sirens. Somehow I think someone knew about them coming, and I just forgot what day of the week it was. And he was saying, come on, let's record those last few and then we'll be done. Yeah, right. Spirit gets a lot of giggles out of some of these things. Our lesson today is titled, In the Peripheries. The Lord always acts in secret, in the peripheries, even in our souls, in the peripheries of the soul, of feelings, perhaps feelings of which we are ashamed, but the Lord is there to help us to move forward. The Lord continues to manifest himself in the peripheries, both geographical ones and the existential ones. In particular, Jesus goes in search of sinners. He goes into their homes and speaks with them, calls them to conversion, and he also gets rebuked for this. Think of all the times that we hear in the Gospels. Look at this teacher. The doctors of the law say, the Pharisees say, the scribes say, the elders say, etc., etc. Look at this teacher. He eats with sinners. He is dirty. Jesus also goes in search of those who have done no evil, but they have suffered from it. The sick, the hungry, the poor, and the least of every society. And Jesus always goes towards the peripheries to find them. And this should bring us great trust, because the Lord knows the peripheries of our hearts, the peripheries of our souls, the peripheries of every society, of our cities, of our families. That is the slightly obscure part that we do not show, perhaps out of shame, or also perhaps out of lack of knowledge. In this respect, the society of Jesus' time, the biblical times, is not very different from our own here today. Today, there is a center, and there is the periphery. And the church knows that she is called to proclaim the good news, starting in the periphery. Joseph, the foster father of Christ, who is a carpenter from Nazareth, which is in Galilee, and who trusts God's plan for his young betrothed and himself, reminds the church to fix her gaze on what the world deliberately ignores. Today, Joseph teaches us this. Do not look so much at the things the world praises. Rather, look into the shadows. Look into and at the peripheries. Look at what the world does not want you to see. Joseph reminds each of us to give importance to what others discard. He reminds us that our King and Savior was not born in a house, was not even born in a bed, but he was born in a peripheral stable with a very kind horse, with a gentle cow, with probably some geese and a couple of laying chickens. But it was there that the great and powerful three kings came. It was there, in this peripheral stable, that the shepherds came. And they knew right away this quiet, smiling baby was their king. So look to the peripheries, as Joseph reminds us. Joseph is a true master of the essential. He reminds us that what truly matters does not attract. It does not attract our immediate attention, but it requires patient discernment to be discovered and appreciated. It might take you a moment to look, and then you'll see the movement. And the movements, if you keep looking, you'll see a face. And then after you see the face, you'll see faces lower down. You see children popping out of a tent, popping out of the skylight in the car. You see other children coming home. You see men and women, but they were invisible when first you looked, because you weren't looking to see what others see. You were looking not with the proper discernment. You need to discover when you look. You need to discover what truly matters. Let us ask Saint Joseph to intercede that the whole of the Church of Christianity may recover this insight, this ability to discern, this ability to evaluate what is essential. Let us start again from Bethlehem. Let us start again from Nazareth, in a stable, with a man, his wife, a baby, and some sweet, gentle animals. Prepare ye the way of the Lord.